last weekend's cemetery strolls, unfortunately, I missed doing an episode due to unforeseen circumstances and editing problems as well. So, episode 42 of Cemetery Strolls will follow next Sunday instead. So, once again, I do apologise for those who have waited for it, but it will be here next Sunday. So, enjoy strolling with SK. And don't forget, as normal, don't forget if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and press on the notifications so you won't miss an episode. And also, make sure you drop that like on it, it helps along the way as well. And maybe leave a comment if there's something that you might want to know or might even know. So, thank you muchly and enjoy. There we have the needles, which one day we'll go and visit that as well. Right, welcome to the next episode of Strolling with SK. Today, we are down on the south side of the Isle of Wight, and we're going to go and visit the St Catherine's Oratory, which the islanders know it as the Pepper Pot. Bit muddy. That there, yeah, the tail end of the Isle of Wight down at the Needles Freshwater Bay, and then the English Channel, and Bournemouth, in the far distance to the mainland of England. We've got a nice little walk up that hill. It's the first time I've actually been here as well, and I've lived over here since the 80s. And there, that's it. Down there is where the church is, you can see, where Sunday's strolling, cemetery strolls is filmed. So we're pretty close. So it gives you an idea, I hope, of the hill, once you've got to climb. You can just see the peak of the Pepper Pot at the top. I'm not going to zoom in because it'll spoil the surprise when we get there. Nice getting out on the road. I've not been getting out much, one because of the weather, and two, the mental health hasn't been too good over the past 2 years, but everything's sort of caught up in the last couple of months. But we've got a day of good weather, and we must get out and use it. No point wallowing. And now this is some of the old slides. You can see the lines where the slid, but worse down there along the coastline here. This is one of the antennae of the island. Up along that way is Ventnor. And that was one of the first places when the radars were there that were took out by the Germans in the Battle of Britain. Yeah, that's tail football. Lovely lot of rocks to climb over. There's aerial. There's something else here. We're going to have a look at that in a minute. Oh, sorry if I sound a bit puffed. And there it is, the pepper pot. Well, it's chilly and cold up here. What I'm going to be doing is just filming and do some talk over when I get home. Save me breath. It's a funny old story why this was built, the history behind it. It's no longer working, but very different. Got a board here. See what that's got to say for it. That's what it used to look like when it's fully built. This tower is all that remains of the oratory built around 1328. It's known locally as the pepper pot. This tall medieval octagonal tower is all that survives of the oratory built here in 1328 as penance by a local landowner who had plundered church property, cask of white wine, from a shipwreck nearby, affectionately known as the Pepper Pot. It seems to have been used as a lighthouse and stands on one of the highest parts of the Isle of Wight. It is part of the Tennyson Heritage Coast and a series of linked cliff-top monuments. Later lighthouse can be seen nearby at St Lawrence's. Catherine's Oratory, which is situated on St Catherine's Hill, Isle of Wight, overlooking Jail Bay, is site of a prehistoric burial mound, a small medieval oratory or chapel, the west tower of which is thought to have been used as a lighthouse. It is like that the oratory, completed in 1328, was erected by Walter de Godton, a local landowner who was condemned by the church for stealing casks of wine from a shipwreck which had occurred on 1314 off Chail Bay. Can go inside. Bit of graffiti on the wall. It's a shame people can't leave history alone. Amazing. You can see some of the holes up there where the beams would have been. The ship was one of the fleet carrying a cargo of white wine for the monastery in Livers in Picardy. The church threatened de Godton with communication, unless he built a lighthouse above the scene of the shipwreck, together with an adjoining oratory. The oratory was to be endowed to maintain a priest to tend the light, to say mass for souls lost at sea. The duties were apparently carried until the Reformation in the 16th century. At a distance of 15 metres, 49 feet, to the southeast of the tower is a much earlier monument, a Bronze Age bowl barrow or burial mound, which is constructed on the hillside about 4,000 years ago. Bowl barrows consist of a mound of turf, soil or rock covering one or more burials. and usually surrounded by a circular ditch from which the mould material may have been quarried. This barrow, which is 20 metres (66 feet) in diameter, 2 metres (6 feet) high, was particularly excavated in 1925 when human and animal bones and flint tools were discovered. At some time during the medieval period, possibly during the construction of the oratory, a lime kiln was built into the side of the barrow. To the south are pits and mounds which may have resulted from mining chalk to provide lime for the kiln. Give you some ideas, some views from the island. Trig point there. Love how they've memorised the gates with memory of people. Oh, this is a nice one. This is a ruby wedding. We've got over there, we've got the English Channel over there. Portsmouth over there. No, that's possibly actually Southampton over there. No, that is Southampton over there, above the trees. So there's Portsmouth, coming along the south coast, Southampton. And then along that way past the Needles, and you have Bournemouth, and everything in between, the New Forest. Let's take a walk down this hill now. News Channel, a couple of boats out there fishing. I can pick them up, can't really see the suns in my eyes, but probably out there lobster potting and stuff. Down there is where the car's parked. And that car park, so I've got to walk all the way down there. But it's easier to walk downhill than it is up. And just there, we have one of the island's biggest attractions, Black Gang Chine. Place of fun for everybody, well worth a visit. I mean, it gives you an idea getting up these steps to these big ones. Obviously slippery in the weather. Just see a lady just walk up here, bless her. She done it, and it is a steep old hill. It took it out of me, as you all heard. And I used to be a keen, avid walker, but time to kick myself in the backside and get forward. Gives you an idea of the hill I've got to walk down now. Sun is shining and the weather is good. One more view of the area here. Here we got some more landslip a bit over time. that you can see of it, because obviously the sun's not helping. There's always been landslides over here. That gang time's probably been moved in a mile since it was first ever built. So here we are, we're back down the bottom, and alive. So all I've got to say is thank you muchly for joining me on this little walk of death, nearly. And I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching Strolling with SK. And I hope to see you at the next episode, wherever my strolls take me. So thank you muchly, and see you next episode. We're just coming round to the lighthouse, which replaced the pepper pot. It's no longer open to the public. It used to be open for you to have a look at, but it's now privately owned. Beautiful sunset. What more could you ask for? The English Channel. She is in all her fine and glory. You got some cottages were no doubt the Coast Guard cottages were there. Once again, thanks for joining me on Strolling with SK, and I hope you can join me on my next trip and see where we'll be strolling then. Don't forget to like, leave a comment, subscribe please, more subscribers we need. So yes, thank you very much, and I will see you soon. Keep strolling, guys.